Welcome to Advanced Vedic Mathematics course. Today we are entering 5th week, first lesson 29. It is to focus upon concept and formulation, Brahmand, universe. For us to begin with, for initiation to be parallel with this concept, its comprehension and system, we have to begin with the formulation Brahmand itself. These formulations carry the structural keys for this concept, this domain, and everything connected with it. See, it is letters text of Devanagari, and first letter is Ba, second is Ref, Ra, third is A, fourth is Ha, fifth is Ma, followed by A, Ana, Da, and A. See, these are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 letters. So it's a big formulation, a formulation which avails as many as 9 letters. So, first of all, we have to approach it for its translation into numbers. It leads to 7, 1, 2, 9, 9, 2, 7, 5, and 1. And sequential summation means 8, 10, 19, 28, 30, 37, 42, and 43. So see, we are to avail number value 43, which is, we know, is H11, half unit body, and further we know that 43 is 22 plus 21, and 21 we know is Purv, east, and 22 is Paschim. This takes us to 8 directional frame of values 21 east, 22 west, 16 north, 24 is south, 42 is east south, 33 is west north, 34th is east west, and 30 is east to north. Summation value is 222. So Brahmand is this much. From east to west, the flow of rays of sun content through it reach up till the west. We know 21 is 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 6. It is a Sthapatya miring rod. So 1 space body, 2 space body, up till 6 space body. And it will swap a 6 space domain, that is the sun domain. It is being swapped here. And this would mean that from orb of sun at the origin seat of 6, there is going to be flow of Surya Rashmi, rays of sun, and 7th space is the origin. So these 7 horses of the chariot of sun are in fact the dimensional frame of 7th space. It is of transcendental dimensions. There are as many as 7 5-space dimensions, leading to value 35, which amounts to a grid of 5 and 7, accommodating all the 35 double-digit numbers of 6 place value system and first triple-digit number of 6 place value system in 10 place value system is 36, and as such the organization of 36 plus 64, and 64 is 4 raised to power 3, and it will take us to a organization of 4 by 4 grid, and 1, 2, 3 and 4, 2, 3, 4 and 5, 3, 4, 5 and 6, 4, 5, 6 and 7, and it is northeast diagonals, and we know the total summation value here is 64, and 4 we know is the creative dimension of a 6 space, and then moving along northeast line, 4 space as dimension, 4 space as boundary, 4 space domain, and ultimately 4 space as origin. This is the initial features manifestation as this formulation Brahmand. Therefore, our initiation for universe of Vedic comprehension Brahmand as 9 letters and their translation into numbers as is 1, 5, 7, 2, 9, 9, 2, 1 and 7, making summation value 43, being parallel with Purv 2. This is the total manifestation line of the flow from Surya, the sun, and this much is Brahmand. Therefore, if we want to have a chase, if we want to have mathematics, if we want to have the manifestation, if we want to follow this format, If want to be parallel with it, then we have to visit how this manifestation is taking place, how the flow from orb of sun, from origin seat of six space, a seventh space as origin, flowing out as a transcendental dimensional frame. There are seven dimensions, each is transcendental, and then how this process as it is when is to follow the eight directional frame. This is Brahmand, and flow is to be along this line, northeast line. The meeting point here, which can be said to be a kendra of TC value 23 as 3 plus 5 plus 3 into 5. Here is going to be a middle, Madhya, TC value 19. So this is the format which is to be followed to have full glimpse of the happening here. This is 33, here is 30, and this is H8, the representative regular body of 8 space, and it is again cone, and we have to appreciate as to how from a Surya Rashmi there is flow of Agni, fire, which will create Ushma and all other features, and ultimately the Tej, the glow, which will transform into Jyoti, and this Jyoti and Nad having intimate organizational relationship and transformation format, and Nad will take us to Akash. Therefore, how is it that the sunlight, Surya Rashmi, and the Surya is of TC value 13, Rashmi is of 17, summation value is 30, it is making Agni cone, and it is the summation value of 6, 7, 8 and 9, hypercube 8, which has 6 space as a dimension, 7 space is as boundary, 8 space as domain, and 9 space as an origin. How sun in a dynamic state in its motion on a chariot of 7 horses is creating 9 spaces origin for flow of the eternity, Shakti, powers, and all that which we will define subsequently. So this as a dynamic state phenomenon, universe in a dynamic state, it is to have a gati, and this gati means 10, so 43 plus 10 is 53, and we know 53 is 3 spaces solid dimension creating 5 space. So the transcendental content which is flowing through the rays of the sun is solid order, and this solid order we know is going to be the ultimate, which is to have an inflow within the creators of space from its cosmic window, and it will reach up till the transcendental cavity, and then other phenomena will come into play for a dynamic state universe. This dynamic state universe is naturally is to center around a pole star, a seventh space, as origin of a sixth space. And then we will have the outer expansion of ever expanding universe, and this is what is to be comprehended. This is parallel to which we have to be for our intelligence field is to acquire a consciousness base, and only then we will have 7 states of consciousness, and it is the 7th state of consciousness, Brahmi Chetana, will bring us parallel with a dynamic state universe. So, to appreciate, to be parallel with Brahmand Gati, we have to acquire Chiti Shakti, and this Chiti Shakti is going to be attained by the meditating mind, and it is the meditating mind which will take us to Kaivalya state, and once we are at a Kaivalya state, it is usually 24, parallel with the creative dimensional frame of a sixth space, then as the spatial dimension of dimension is there for the creative dimension, so here the inherent power of transformation, transposition, reversal of orientations, and everything happening as a cyclic system. See, there are very, very large number of features simultaneously coming into play. Therefore, sadhakas fulfilled with intensity of urge to be parallel with Vedic systems and to have initiation, in particular for to be parallel with Brahmand in static state and in a dynamic state, and to have a parallel chase of same Gati and Shakti, then we have to appreciate as to how Jivatma within a Sharir is having its existence, sustenance within a Sharir, and how it transcends from one Sharir to another Sharir. This is awaiting for us. It is going to be a very, very blissful mathematics, very, very blissful science and technology domain. Let us be blissful. Let us meditate. Let us acquire the requisite intensity of consciousness for our intelligence field, and let us be parallel with all this what is happening in our solar universe as well as within our own body. Thank you very much.